Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. I am off to the beach. Once again, I hope for good waves today. We'll see. There's some decent waves, we'll see. But um, I want to address Clint Eastwood for a second because we just got wind that he is actually going to be making one more film, his last film, as from what it sounds like, um, and I believe it's a courtroom drama, which is an interesting film to take as his last. Um, so um, the reason why I want to address it is for the obvious, because I believe he is 93 years old, and it is quite remarkable to see someone at this age still wanting to direct films and still putting out films this very day. I mean, the last films that he did were The Mule, which was actually okay, wasn't too bad. Richard Jewell, which I have not seen but I actually heard is decent. And then most recently he did Cry Macho, which I actually really didn't like. But there's usually been, like, it's becoming a theme, it seems, now this year, with directors retiring, or at least getting towards their end. Like, we just now know of Tarantino now retiring with his 10th film, which was something that he had planned for a very, very long time. For Clint Eastwood, though, it always seemed for the past couple of years that each film that he made would probably be his last. Like, there was wind that maybe The Mule would be his last film. There was wind that maybe Richard Jewell would be his last film, and then there was a lot of talk that Cry Macho would be his last film. And I said for a while that might have been the case because of just how old he was getting, and the fact that also it was a Western, kind of bringing it full circle to where his career sprouted from, which was spaghetti westerns. It seemed like it was a way to bring his career full circle, and for a while it seemed that was the case. But I guess he's working on one more film, and I just want to say, despite the quality that might be, and just based on his track record, I could presume it might just be something of mediocrity, but we never know. I just want to say bravo to him, because I mean, there's very few directors working today at that age, and willing to, like, to put up with, like, that amount of time and involve themselves in such capacities. Like, it's truly amazing to see him still wanting to make films. And despite the film that might come out with, I believe it's called Jury Number 2, despite the quality of what the film might be, I think it's incredible, though, just to recognize how he still, time and time again, at this point in his life, wants to still make movies. It's amazing, because usually people, like, just retire at what like 60, 70 or something like that. Like, I mean, even the latest would be like 80 or something like that. It's amazing to see him at this age still wanting to make movies. And like I said, I mean, his latest work has been kind of iffy for me, but I will always give him marks for still making work and still wanting to make work. It really is amazing, and I just wanted to dedicate a video to that, because I think that it might go unnoticed, or people might just might think poorly because of the quality of his work. The quality of the work is one thing, but I think that it's noteworthy to bring up just how much of a savage he really is. How much of a real boss he is. If he wants to make a film, he's gonna make it a film, and it's like, it shows that it really is his passion. And he's made some really great films over the years. I mean, both in front and behind the camera. More recently, I would say his best work that I've seen as of late would probably be Sully. I actually found myself, I mean, even though it's historically, there's some questionable, accuracies. Um, I still find it to be solid for what it is. I've heard some pretty bad things about the 1517 to Paris. I didn't see that. Um, like the last real good film that I've heard of his was Richard Jewell, and I've not seen that film, so I'll perhaps check that film out before this film comes out, which is being taglined as his final film. So, um, but um, but it is still, like I said, it is amazing to see him, still out here making movies, despite the quality of that they might be. It's still worth noting. Just, it's still worth noting that that someone at his age is still willing and capable to create a feature film and to create their art. It really is. It's inspiring, and it's very motivating, and it's very 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 amazing to see. So I'm looking forward to his last film. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not like Cry Macho, which was just not something not good. Hopefully, hopefully it's a film that ends quite the career that Clint Eastwood's had. He's had quite a long career, spanning it way back to the spaghetti westerns, and to then becoming his own director and making notable classics like Unforgiven, Million Dollar Baby, Mystic River. He's made a lot of classics. Dirty Harry, starring in those. So, I usually don't do these kind of things, but because of just, seeing, how just hearing about a Clint Eastwood film nowadays shocks me, just because of how old he is getting, and just, like, I always think after each film, especially after Cry Macho, I seriously thought that would be his last film. So to hear that he's doing another one, it just makes me go like, wow, you know what I mean? So, and to hear that this will be probably his final film also puts me at a ease, because it's like, at his age, you should definitely consider retirement, and definitely consider just slowing down. But as long as it's on his own terms, then you know what? Hey, I am game for more Clint Eastwood films if he believes he wants to make more. So, but I think that it's really, really astounding and just amazing, to see someone like that, and it really is inspiring. So Clint Eastwood is the man. He is a savage. He is a total boss. So, even though the quality of his films are, as of late, have been fairly questionable, I have much respect for just him as an artist. He's, it's really, 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 really amazing to see someone like that. So that's my little, I guess you could say, like, just me kind of like being positive about a celebrity for once. I usually trash on celebrities, but I don't know. Clint Eastwood's just been, politically, well, I don't know. I have my own beliefs, so we probably are a little bit more aligned in beliefs. I don't know. I heard he's more conservative in some respects. I'm not sure, but despite what he may or may not say, and despite the quality of his films, Clint Eastwood is just a badass. So, I just wanted to kind of dedicate, that, and give an example of somebody who's just really a motivation and an inspiration. So Mr. Eastwood, thank you for making some really great movies, and I look forward to what presumably is his last work, and hopefully it's good. So let me know your thoughts about Clint Eastwood potentially retiring, and any notable films that Clint Eastwood's made over the years. Let's just make it about Clint Eastwood today. What do you guys think of him as a director, as a performer? What are some of your favorite films of his? Obviously mine's being like The Good and the Bad, The Ugly, Million Dollar Baby. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Probably we'll have another movie review for the next video. We'll see how everything goes. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.